All right, welcome back to another episode of Sunny Days at the Racetrack.
Bingo.
Guy, are you even more clean shaven than the last time I saw you?
Nah, same scruff.
Same scruff. The mustache
Same
look.
scruff.
I don't. This is suspect, dude. This is suspect. I'm not. I'm not for it. This is not why I'm here. I'm here to see the stash. If I don't see the stash, I get an itch. I get an itch. I need my fix of the stash. Oh God. All right. What do you got in the background?
I think it's last year's highlights. Yeah, I think it's last year's highlights. So,
all right. So this is the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
this is it.
This is do or die time. We said that last episode, but I mean these guys have now won 6 in a row.
Yeah,
we are on a fucking tear right now. We got the Rags again. We beat the Rags last
half hour. A half hour.
A half hour. So we're cutting it close, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we will be done beforehand because nobody wants to listen to us while the game is on. I understand. I don't want to listen to myself. I get it. So no, but we are on a fucking tear right now, and if we continue to play the way we're playing, I mean, we're sealing our own destiny. All we got to do, we're the only team that has the ability right now in this playoff hunt that if we just win, we seal our own destiny. There's nothing that we need to, we don't need to rely on anybody. Every other team, because we have games in hand on them, or because we already have a lead, everybody else pushing, they need us to lose, and they need help from other teams. We don't need that. We can do it ourselves. So that's reassuring, definitely moving forward for these next couple of games. Yeah, how are you feeling about everything?
I told you like a month ago. I'm like, I told you. Like you just need a good turnaround, man. And
we had a turnaround, and we fucking
we fucked it up. But no,
went the other way, and now we're turning around again. I mean, listen, win streaks coming at the right time, or
dude, they're getting hot now, which is nice. It's nice getting hot before the playoffs, which is good. It makes you feel a little more comfortable with everything. But yeah, man, we got the Rangers tonight. We got the Rangers in about a half hour. Then we have the Devils, and then we have Pittsburgh. So I mean, we're doing the whole tour of the Metro Pittsburgh. We're doing the whole tour of the Metro pretty much before God willing we make it to playoffs, man. I mean,
playoffs. That's true. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm for it because we're going up against a team that's already clinched. You know what I mean? So they got nothing to lose, so they might be taking a foot off the gas. Who knows? Maybe that's what happened last game. I have no idea. That? The Rangers. I don't know. I spoke to a Ranger fan yesterday. I'm not going to say who it was, but I spoke to a Ranger fan yesterday. Jerry. And no one, I'm not going to say no names. Not Jerry. Definitely not Jerry. It's not you, Jerry. I'm not going to make up some shit about you, Jerry. But no, I spoke to a Ranger. I was walking the dog, and I spoke to a Ranger fan, and that person was telling me that they have no faith in their team, and they think they're a first-round exit. I'm like, you're talking about your own team? I was like, this is some bad luck, but that's Ranger fans, man. Some Ranger fans are like, fuck them. I hate my team.
They're in a little bit of a slump, but
it is. And meanwhile, you know what I said to that person? I said, "You're clinched, though. You're good. You're good. You don't got to worry about shit. We still have to stress. Everybody else."
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I feel like you have Capitals, and you pretty much have the Capitals, and you have Pittsburgh that are going to be fighting for it.
Yeah, I've given up on Philly, just like John Tortorella gave up on Philly. So
yeah, I mean that's really it in my eyes. I mean, there's 3 games left. I mean, if we fuck it up somehow like that, you know what I mean? Like,
listen, even if we lose one of those games, I think we're still all right. So
yeah, those teams 2 left. I want to stay third in the Metro. I don't want to go to the wild card.
Neither do I.
I do not want to go to the wild card. I hate being in the wild card. So
yeah, no, I get it. So let's talk about the elephant in the room right now. So we got
what's that?
Noah Dobson. He is hurt.
Yeah,
he is hurt. So and he was already ruled out of today's game. So Bertuzzo, I think, is going to fill in unless they're going to double shift Aho, which I doubt.
Bertuzzo looked okay. He's more of a steady pace, constant guy. He's consistent. I like him.
I think
it just sucks not having Dobson on that power play. That's where we're gonna feel it.
We saw it last game. I mean, they couldn't fucking do shit on the power play.
I think we had 3, but yeah, I mean that's where we're gonna feel it. I know we're not like a crazy power play team. But he's one of our main guys on it, and he's
Yeah,
a shooter. Even though he's a defenseman, he's a shooter, and he has I don't know if he's tied or up there with the most points as a defenseman in the league.
Yeah,
So
no, he's up there.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna feel it. I mean, Riley stepped up big time. I don't know if you've been watching like that. Riley stepped up huge.
Oh, yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, great, man, great. So he stepped up big time for the puck clearing, and he had a few assists a couple of games ago. Not against the Rags, but he had a few assists the other day. He stepped up good. He stepped up big time. I like him. Bortuzzo's more consistent veteran on the line, so that's good to have that experience. Without him being like deficient,
Yeah,
it sounded like a McDonald. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm curious what they're gonna do for the power play because they had Sebastian Aho fill in on the fly to quarterback the power play after Dobbs was out, and that did not really. You could tell it didn't work.
It's not the same thing.
I'd like to see if they're gonna go 2 defensemen on the top unit.
Would you put McLean in
on the power play?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not as. I mean, maybe, but the way I was seeing is maybe you move Riley from the second pair of defensemen on the power play to the top pair with Pollock.
Okay.
I think that adds a little bit. You have a puck mover, and then you got a guy with a shot. Now you're getting. That's what you get with Dobson. Dobson can move the puck, and he has a shot. So now you break that up between 2 players. At least you still kind of keep that on that top line, and still keep it 2 defensemen on the second pair too, because our power play. We've still given up plenty of shorthanded chances, not necessarily goals, but chances. I still think with Dobson being out, I think we still do 2 defensemen on both.
Who we just play last game? Who we just played the last game?
Montreal.
Montreal. Yeah. Okay. Montreal. Yeah. Even that game, I think our last power play against them, like maybe 1 shot on goal.
We didn't have a shot on goal after the first 2 power plays. I don't think.
Oh, so okay, maybe
it was awful. We didn't have a single shot.
It was bad.
Our power plays were horrendous. But it's been like that all season. I mean, I know we're middle of the pack. I don't know where we are right now, but it's
You know who stepped up big time? I want Palmieri. How great was that overtime win goal, man? Great.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome. And we gave up. Who stepped up big that time? What was it? Aho. I think it was Aho when there's like a 3-on-1, and he just pretty much. Like, Varley, you got it. I'm going to take this guy, and you got him, man. I mean, and that's what you got to do. And it was big. It was big.
And Varley's been lights out, man. I mean, he's been lights out.
We both called it. Ride the hot hand. Have him just keep starting. And I think he's in net tonight. I could be wrong.
They're going with Sorokin. They're going with Sorokin, which I'm a little surprised, but I understand you got to give him some kind of playing time. And if it's going to be. If it's going to be a game where the Islanders are going to lose, we haven't. I'm telling you, I don't think we've won a fucking afternoon game. I keep saying this.
We haven't. I don't think we've won. Game. We did win a back-to-back game. We didn't win an afternoon.
Finally, right after all this fucking season. But I don't think we won an afternoon game. And if you're going to get
this is the earliest one too this season.
Yeah, and if you're going to get Sorokin in, throw him in now. And then they'll get the last 2 games. If Sorokin has a bad game, whatever it is, let's hope not, right? But if he has a bad game, you throw Varley in there for the last 2 games, and that's it to secure playoffs. You want to get the guys playing time before we go. Well, you ride the hot hand, but you want to have Sorokin get some sort of action beforehand. Like it's very possible that he goes tonight. And then if he has a good game, he might go the next game against the Devils, and then Varley goes against Pittsburgh. And they might do it that way out of the sheer fact that Wah wants to make sure that Sorokin is at least a little sharp, just in case he needs to jump in. Because you don't want him to not play, for the last 4 or 5 games, and then all of a sudden he comes in and he really needs to be hot and ready to go, and he's not. So
I just really want to win today. I really, really, really want to win today, man.
Listen, I don't think Sorokin is a detriment to the team.
No. You're right.
I mean, he can turn it on. I mean, listen, the guy is great.
We've seen it. Yeah.
I'm confident with either one in net. Varley's just been really, really good. So it's hard to not let him play. So
and it's also good, man, coming back from being down.
Yeah.
We were down.
Oh yeah, I mean we went
great, man.
We forced overtime against Montreal. We
were down 1-0, then we were down 2-1, and we didn't give up. And it's nice having that grit. You don't just put your hand. You don't have that second period meltdown where you just let 3 goals up and 2 minutes of playing time. Like it's
then
nice
you kill
to have.
you kill your chances. I mean, go ahead.
No, you're good. No, so it's nice just to have that. Like, oh my God, there's a little bit of confidence, and I feel like when the team does good, I feel like wow, it feels good. You know what I mean? Like, the guy went through halfway through the season. He's dealt the whole mess of everything, you know, and he's plugging away, man. And he found a groove. And Dobson going down. Hopefully, get him back. I don't know how bad his injury is, but
I mean, you never know what the NHL. They just says upper body. I'm like, that doesn't mean shit.
I know, and so
hopefully it's nothing serious, because if it is, that's a huge blow for the team going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like I said, Bortuzzo is a good guy, consistent to come in. He is not a replacement for Dobson by any means, but now everybody else has to kind of make up for the fact that he's not there, which is why I was saying have Pollock and Riley as the top defenseman, top pair on the power play unit, because I think that now you have that job split between two people, and they're both solid. You know what I mean? So
Riley
might as well do it that way.
Yeah, big time this season. It was really good pickup us getting him.
Yeah, Riley has proved his worth.
Arizona moving to Utah.
Another elephant. Well, it's not an elephant really for us. It's really just for the NHL.
It hurts.
It's more of it's really weird. It's weird.
I never really thought like Utah to be. I never thought Utah would have an NHL team. I know they have a farm system. I think the Utah Grizzlies are there. I think they're an ECHL team, but I think Salt Lake's going to get an NHL team now. You feel bad for the fans.
Oh yeah. I know that they haven't done well revenue wise for a long time. I know that.
I don't know how true it is, but they said the past 10 years they average like 5,000 fans.
It's
a game.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, and they're sharing a college stadium.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
So it's like,
but
I heard they also got approved for a new stadium. Like I said, this is what I've been reading over the past like 2-3 days. But it just hurts, man. It's like, even though listen, by no means am I an Arizona fan, but I was whatever, a Phoenix fan or whatever. But dude, it's just like, yo, man, like imagine this like that, bro. 2 days, your team's out.
They're gone. Remember years ago, we were all worried about going to Brooklyn. Even the rumors before that the Islanders are going to move out of New York. I remember hearing all that shit.
I remember when they went to Brooklyn.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, if they're not a New York team, I'm like, I'm not switching. I'm not an asshole. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm going to be rooting for a team out of state. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But once they went to Brooklyn, I was like, this sucks. But all right, they're still kind of here. And then, now look, we stuck with it. Thank God they started to fucking play a little bit better, because if they didn't play better, man, we would have been in deep shit.
Yeah,
this team would have been. We would have a different conversation. We might not have this logo. I'm pointing. I'm trying to look at myself on the camera. I'm like,
So now Arizona's going to Utah start next season. That's tough, man. And then I heard Atlanta's bidding to get in for a new team.
Fuck that. Get the fuck out of here.
Imagine that. They've already had 2.
I was gonna say they've wasted their chances. They're
bidding for it though.
Seriously,
so, see what happens.
I mean, it sucks because Arizona's got a nice young team and they're finally kind of putting it together. Yeah, they have no shot at making the playoffs. They're already eliminated, whatever. But they kind of got it going a little bit. They got some guys on there that are pretty dangerous. Their defenses, they got a lot to be desired there. And their goaltending, but forward wise, I mean, they're pretty solid. And listen, they're going to keep getting picks and stuff like that. They'll eventually be a dangerous team. I mean, even Philly with fucking up and everything right now, they're still like, I still stand by it that they're going to be a problem over the coming years because they are young.
I mean, I thought that like 5 years ago when they got Carter Hart and all that. I was like, oh, this team's gonna be.
Yeah, but they were still pushing. That was different. They weren't in a rebuild like they are now. They are in a rebuild. They were not supposed to be making the playoffs this season, but I mean, they all of a sudden wind up in third place in the Metro. But that's because the Metro is so tight. That's the only reason.
Really tight right now. It's still tight. So, they're only 2 points out of playoffs technically.
Yeah,
they're also having meltdown after meltdown. They only lost 8 games in a row.
But they beat.
Like, what do you say? You know what I mean? That's 3 weeks almost of not winning. Like, what do you say?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
But they broke that streak and they beat the Rangers. I'm sure that felt good. But
that's crazy. I was surprised too by that.
All right, so we got some comments here. Oh, There he is.
Mike. There he is.
Where were you last episode, Mike? We were fucking...
I dropped the ball. I didn't send the link to everybody right away.
All right, Rempe versus Martin too. Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
I'd love to see that.
I'm gonna drop the gloves tonight.
Lucky fucks, wet dreams. I don't know what those are about, but maybe something we said.
Lucky
that we won 6 in a row. I don't know if it's really lucky. I think we just beat you. I'm sorry. It just happens.
Ever since Vaccaro got married, his life is in heaven. True. And he says lies.
Islanders also draw. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you with that shit. Get out of here, Mike. Oh God. 5,000.
Yeah, we know the crowd's always rowdy.
Oh yeah, but oh my God. You know, I was talking about with that other Ranger fan. Even that person. Hey, even that fan. She was talking about Laviolette because he was trying to say that what Pellick did with
my God,
how it was on purpose. It was vicious and disgusting. Meanwhile, it's so blatantly obvious that the guy's not even fucking paying attention. Now,
Zibanejad too was like, I really hope that wasn't intentional. Like,
yeah. That was the lie comment. Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
You could literally fight in the NHL. You could literally just drop the gloves. Like, you don't have to do like dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like, there's no reason for it. And out of all the guys, Pellick isn't the guy.
It was a clean hit. Nothing. There was no hit. It was a collision. He was just not even looking, and it happened. And anybody on our team too. Pellick always gets fucking railed with a dirty fucking hit. He's the last person to do it to anybody. I mean, does everybody remember what Gallagher did to him? The whole just fucking getting him right away.
Dude, they wanted that boarding call too, like the last 30 seconds or whatever, maybe the last minute. They wanted that boarding. I'm like, it's a rivalry game, man.
I mean, Pajot was getting him back. Pajot was getting him back against.
That's why I love. Yeah, that's why I love JPG, man. Like,
Mika had his head in. They both did, Mike. They both did. Adam was looking the other way, and Mika was just.
And listen, I don't hate on Zibanejad, man. He's a great player, man, and he's not like those like why me. You know what I mean? He's not like I don't hate the Rangers. I don't hate the Rangers. I hate the fan base. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
you guys, your fan base makes it unbearable to be around you people.
Like Fox,
it's unbearable.
I don't like. Great player, Panarin, another great player. I like Rempe's that bruiser. Like, that's a guy you don't see around.
Exactly.
I don't mind the Rangers. Hockey back. Exactly. Yeah. I just hate the fucking fan base.
Yeah. Fan base is the worst. It's the worst. I can't have a conversation
because
with
you know what it is? When they're winning, everybody watches, but when they start losing, they turn the TV off. It kills me.
They turn the TV off because you don't know what it's like to fucking suck for so long.
At that Stadium Series game, we're up 4-1. I'm sitting next to like 4 Ranger fans. Oh my God, they're all on their phones. They're just doing their beer runs. They stopped watching. 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal. Oh, I knew they're gonna come back. Best team out there. This is why we're in it. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
It kills me, man. It kills me.
It's awful. But, they're because they have so many bandwagon fans. There's a lot of disloyalty. That's what it is.
Bandwagon
it's
fans,
disloyalty. Man. It's disloyalty.
But, give them credit. They're having a great season. They're in it for the President's Trophy. It's really them and I think Boston. You know.
Yeah.
So personally, I wouldn't want to win the President's Trophy, but that's just me.
The curse is real.
I think it is.
I hope you guys fucking win it.
I think the last team to win it with the President's Trophy is like 2012 or 2013
was
Blackhawks.
Chicago. Yeah, it was Chicago. Yeah.
So
and that was
saying watch it. Mike saying watch. I don't mean Mike. I don't mean him. I mean, you know, I just like bandwagoners. I mean, I don't know, like kids. You know what I mean? Like guys like our age. You know, I feel like a lot of them, it could be bandwagon.
Mike, you're a bandwagon fan. That's exactly what we're saying.
No.
Oh God, no, Mike.
No. And there's just some teams that you can't be a bandwagoner for, like you know what I mean.
You don't ever hear anybody being a bandwagoner for the New York Islanders. That's not a thing. What I'll hear is, the Islander fans come out of the woodwork. No. They're just they're beaten down and they're put in their.
Kate's going to work. I'll see you later, Kate.
Goodbye, Kate. You're gonna miss the game.
She's missing the game. I know. She's putting her jersey on right now. Yeah, she's saying go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Oh God.
LGR. She knows her hashtags.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But
that's what they should have done in their Stadium Series jersey. An LGR. They would have had a shit fit. My God.
I know that I do really honestly I like our color scheme and design scheme for our stadium, but the team that really nailed it was the Devils. I really like their stadium series.
Yes.
Theirs came out really good. Solid.
Yeah.
I'm rocking this one. I'm rocking the alternate third one. These ones came out pretty good.
I love that one.
Yeah, man, this one's
beautiful.
good.
That's a beautiful.
So I have Palmieri in the back on this one. So
he's been fucking lights out, baby.
I gotta get my fellow Italian man. I might.
Oh my god!
If we somehow for some reason were to sign Bortuzzo, then maybe I'll get that.
I mean, Riley, he's from the island too, right? I'm pretty sure he's from the island.
I'm not sure. I know Palmieri is. Palmieri.
Not Riley. Palmieri. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he's Palmieri's from the island.
Smithtown. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm throwing the names together. The ice.
No, you're good, man.
But no, he's been fucking great. Which is,
he's doing great.
He's been a streaky player. People always talk about that, but he's streaky at the right time.
He fits well in that second line
last year. So, yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. That you noticed that they moved Engvall down to Pajot's. But he moved down to Pajot and
he's meshing real good, and he's getting he looks good. He's laying some hits down. I like it, man. It's a different player. I reached this last episode too. We're like, Engvall and Fasching, we don't really know what to do with them. They're kind of like limbo. Fasching still whatever, but Engvall's he's developed. You know what I mean? He's getting that. He's getting a new self-confidence in him. He's putting some shots on goal, not really scoring, but definitely getting assists, and he's setting up some good plays, man. So it's nice to see, especially a young guy like that, finding his mojo. You know?
Yeah, and he scored last game against Montreal, and he looked good. So
I think he did the first goal. I think at the first goal, right? Yeah,
first goal. Yeah, and he looked good. I mean, all of a sudden you see how long his stride is. I mean, he put on that speed. He was ready to go. He was right there.
Really, him and Riley came out this year. You know what I mean? Full turnaround. It's good to see. Yeah, man. I mean, big game.
I mean, the one thing I got to say is that is definitely Engvall has starting to turn around more recently now. I think moving on the line is definitely better. But Riley,
these line changes are like different every game, but I'm still learning them.
Listen, I mean, they've been the same for this streak now.
This week and a half, I'd say they've been
against the game against the Rangers. Once the game against the Rangers came, he moved Engvall down and he moved Holmstrom up to align with Nelson and Palmieri. So it's nice to see Holmstrom getting second line minutes now because he's been great, and that makes that line even faster than what it is before. So that looks good. And listen, Engvall and Lee, they both got to really kind of earn their keep. You know what I mean? So it's
tough with Lee being the captain, man. It's that tricky situation you're in, you know. But Waz finding it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean he's still a great captain, but it's just different when you have a guy like Horvat there. It's kind of hard. Like
Horvat's a dog, bro.
He's a fucking
on the power play. Oh my! I mean, on the power play. I'm sorry. In overtime with that 3-on-3, he's all over the ice. You know, you see Barzy right in the boards, and then Horvat's coming up the middle. Like they're just so in sync with each other. Like that, like they need to stay together, and I thank God they are. You know, I remember that one game. Oh my God, maybe like it was January. I texted you. I was like, "Yo, the first line is like, it was like Nelson, Lee, and I don't know, like Gautier," and you're like,
the lines were all fucked up.
I was like, "You're not gonna believe me, man."
I forgot exactly what those lines were, but they were all fucked up.
God,
yeah, they were all fucked up.
You know,
I think I was at that game too, and we won.
You were at that game.
It was Toronto.
It was a Toronto. We won,
and we won. We somehow won.
Somehow,
with the lines.
Yeah.
You texted me those lines, and I'm like, no, this is a joke. And I go on, and I see Stefan Rosner fucking share it. I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh man, that was still Lambert. Holy shit!
That was Lambert. Yeah,
that was probably one of his last wins. I gotta assume.
Probably, yeah, because we played them. I think we won 1 or 2 with Wah. So yeah.
Lambert is. I'm so glad he's not there. So glad.
So the guy shot.
I still see people say it's not Lambert's fault. It was the personnel. I'm like, maybe a little bit, but it's definitely Lambert's fault. But it's definitely a lot of Lambert, not all the team.
But you gotta realize too, man. Like he didn't change shit when we're losing, when we're winning 1 game a month.
Yeah, when we're winning, when we're losing.
Yeah,
same. That's his fucking face.
You gotta just like change. You gotta do something.
The guy had no fucking life in him. He was like a goddamn zombie. So.
Yeah, and then kind of that's on Lou too. Like yo,
yeah,
you know, you got to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just have 1 win.
No,
you know.
It was rough.
That was January. January was bad. I think we only had 3 points that whole month. That was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and you just kind of like poked a stick at it, like do something.
Yeah.
Oh,
listen, it's a different scenario now. Now we're in a good spot.
I can't wait for this offseason. I said this last time too. I can't wait for this offseason. See what Wild does when he has a full team and toys to work with. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
That Nashville game, man. That Trotz tribute. That was hard to watch, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, man, I miss him, man.
I miss him too.
Fucking miss him, man.
I miss him too.
That presence. He just had that mojo, that swagger.
Yeah.
And damn, it just hurts. Yeah, it really does. But Nashville is his home. He was there for 20 seasons as a coach. He was there for a long time.
He deserves to be in a position now to manage and all that stuff.
And I'm sure he got that phone call, just like Wah got a phone call, like, yo, we got something here for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I know he was saying he didn't want to coach anymore, so it makes
sense.
It's
hard, man, especially when you're getting up there.
Yeah.
A lot of traveling too.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of traveling.
I think that's what it was for him, the traveling. Because he had a lot of family things that he needed to focus on. But
remember, 30 years of going to, you're all over the freaking country and in Canada. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot, man. So
it's a lot.
I guess when the opportunity came and that was it, boom, out. But it was tough watching that tribute, man. I was like, that's arguably some of the best times as an Islander fan watching.
Yeah. He took a team
Eastern Conference. A team that just had grit. That was it.
Yeah,
we had no real shooters.
Yeah, we went from a team. We lost our star man. We had Barzell coming in, man. And he was like, all right, let's get some guys that are third liners at best. Let's create an identity for this team that they should always have. And then it became a defensive machine. It was a system. We went from having the worst goals against average in the league to the best in a season.
He got Sorokin to play hockey for the Islanders. Yeah. We waited 10 years for the guy to play for us.
Seriously. I mean, he did a lot with very little.
And that's what I think, man. I feel like if reading at Trods, I feel like Sorokin wouldn't have came. You know what I mean? He would be chilling in the KHL. Yeah. Oh, that's he was probably looking while he's in Russia, look at the mess over there. Yeah. And they're gonna, 100%. 100%, man. So even though he's gone, definitely having a blessing having him. Having that time with him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do miss that short, angry, bald bastard, but
yeah,
it's all right. It's all right. He's in a good spot now. But it is 12:30, ladies and gentlemen. The game will be starting. I'm sure the puck will drop in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah,
huge game. It's an afternoon game, so nobody get excited because the team likes to. I don't know. They go out on Friday night. They're fucking hungover. I have no idea why they can't win a fucking afternoon game. No idea. But maybe today that streak will end. Maybe it'll end. Who knows?
Hopefully, God willing.
Hopefully that'd be great. I would love to get 2 points against the Rags in the Garden, but who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? But yeah, I'm looking forward to Red Bay versus Martin number 2. That'd be great. I'd love to see it, and hopefully we can see more. I would love to see that, especially if we decide to. I don't know. Maybe we go head to head against them in the playoffs. That'd be great. That'd be great. Let's not get too excited though. We got to make it there. My mind is going. I want to see Martin fight more.
I think he's going to drop the gloves. So.
He's definitely going to drop the gloves. He's got to.
Yeah.
He's got to. And it's going to be for a fucking stupid reason. They're going to be like, we got to go after Adam Pelech for standing there. That's what's going to happen. And Lavalette is going to fucking tell him that too. He's like, you got to get that dirty fuck. He's disgusting. It's like, fuck out of here, dude. All of it was fucking. I want to see. Wah talking about it in the post game. He was like, I can't believe we're talking about this. I want to see him go across the bench and beat the shit out of Lavalette. That's what I want to see happen. I want to see Wah beat shit.
Wah's a dog.
Wah's a motherfucker, man. I mean, he'll fuck somebody up real good. He's a big dude too. Seriously.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
it's time to go.
Until next
week.
Let's
go, Islanders. Can't fit that much shit in the shoe.
No. Do you know why Italy's shaped like a boot? Oh, I get it because it can't fit. Okay. All right. That's very nice. This fucking guy. Fucking people,
this
bro.
Guy. See, this is who we deal with. This is who our viewers are. This is what happens. It's all right.
It's all right. I wouldn't want any other way.
All right. Let's go.
Until next week. Hopefully we're in the playoffs next week.
Yeah, hopefully we are. Let's go Islanders. Let's go Belmont boys, and let's fuck up Schittsburg. Let's fuck up Schittsburg. That would be great. I can't wait for it.
That's my brother.
Nicky Vaccaro.
There
Nicky
he is,
fucking
man.
Vaccaro. There he is. I love you, Nicky. I can't wait to see you soon. All right, take care, ladies and
Take it
gentlemen.
easy, guys.